Good morning, YouTube, and welcome to episode 8 of Keserian's Let's Play series. Now, I built a little enchanting room over here, finally. You can see I'm lighting it up with some very nice, what's this stuff called? Again? Nitor! Yes, lighting it up with some very nice Nitor. Yay, Nitor. Okay, now to make a crafting table, I did a lot of mining off camera, got myself a good handful of diamonds. But I'm just going to have to charge downstairs and get myself a couple pieces of obsidian. Yes, obsidian. Boy, this is a hike down, isn't it? And actually, for once while I'm doing this, I'm not going to... Okay, good, I have a water bucket on me. I'm not going to cut the recording while I'm doing this, because it's time for Talking by Keserian. So basically, what I've been thinking is that as of late, this is a lot about the Minecraft community and the Let's Play community. It is really hard to break into the Let's Play community. Let me say that up front. I'm not one of those people who's bitter and like, oh, you know, Direwolf 20 ruins it for the rest of us with all of his mod devs playing on their, you know, private server. You know, guys, lay off it. Jeez, come on. He's been around he's one of the longest running Let's Players who's currently out there. He was one of the first to really focus on Let's Plays with mods. And, you know, I don't think most of us would be here if it wasn't for the tutorials that he did. I mean, that was one of the when I asked for help for Industrial Craft and Buildcraft, that was literally one of the first places I was ever sent, was go watch Direwolf 20's Let's Plays and Spotlights. So, you know, I have no problem that he plays with his mod dev friends on, you know, private forums. Oh, that's not pleasant. So I had some accidents with Thaumcraft before the episode started, trying to make that Alimentium, because it kind of didn't want to cooperate with me. So I think I may have destroyed the local aura, so, yeah. Though that's funny. So, you know, I have no problem with him playing. If he wants to play with his friends on a private dev server to test all the builds that we'll be playing, absolutely, go ahead. Why do we care? Come on, guys, let's be realistic about this. And yes, it does make it harder for some of us others to break into the community. You know, there's already a lot of competition out there. Sotmead does some fantastic Let's Plays. Direwolf 20, fantastic Let's Plays. Floristar, I'd really like to see more of her coming out in the nearby future. That's a point for me. You know, that brings me to my second topic of conversation, which is live streaming. I'm not certain how I feel about live streaming as a Let's Player. You know, you have a lot more interaction with your fan base, but mostly you need a fan base to interact with. Something that right now I'm kind of lacking, as you may know if you're watching this the day it will come out. As of last check, I have like 5 or 6 subscribers, excuse me. And amazingly, they're not. More than half of them I now know from other places than real life. All right, what am I doing here? I'm making a book. I'm making an enchanting table. That means I need a book. Get a book, get a book, get a book, get a book. I have some leather around here somewhere, I think. Here we go, some leather. And I'm holding this thomnium in my hand for a reason, guys. And yes, I didn't show you guys how to craft it. And that was actually somewhat intentional of me. If enough people beg and plead with me to show them some of the research on camera, I may show one piece of research on camera. Alright, I screwed that up, but whatever, I don't really care right now. Alright, Omnium Stone, our old friend. Leather, oh, we don't do that yet. Alright, so we get ourselves some paper. And we get ourselves a book. And I need 2 diamonds, if I remember correctly, for an enchanting table. As you can see, I got myself plenty of diamonds. Okay, so, Omnium Stone, Obsidian, I did that wrong, and a book. Gets me my first enchantment table. Enchantment! If you catch that reference, thumbs up. Alright, let's drop down that enchanting table. Ooh, I always forget how pretty these things are. Okay, but first we need to do something else. So, as you can see, I got myself these 3 pieces of Thaumium. Thaumium, if I open up my Thaumonomicon here. Well, okay, now you see how it's crafted. It's 8 metal, 4 sorcery in a cauldron. And basically, it's one of the most important things you'll get. A lot of things rely on it later on in the Thaumcraft tree. And I have to have... There we go. And yes, guys, I know I'm going to have to work on this. Work on getting sorting started. As you can see here, I actually have a little to-do list, which I'll explain in a minute. I will admit, I've been watching Spumwack, another Let's Player. He previously only did vanilla, but recently he got into doing, I believe he's doing Mindcrack pack. So these 3 Thaumium along the top and 2 sticks gets us the Thaumium pickaxe. The Thaumium pickaxe has more durability than iron, the same break speed as iron, but the enchantability of gold. So let's put this down and let's cross our fingers for level 30. Efficiency 4. That sucks. That really sucks. Can I re-enchant? No. Okay. Well, that was a waste. And there you go. Yep. Okie dokie. So now that that's done, at least I now have one of those things to work with. What I could do is get myself a couple more levels, and let me just get myself a few more books. Okay, there we go. And then, let's see, leather. Okie dokie. So we should be able to get 10 books out of this. And what we'll start doing is we will start enchanting these books. And eventually turning them into something cool, like enchantments that we can use. Unfortunately, I can't do anything now because I'm not quite level 30, but we'll remedy that in a little bit. Okay, so now that that's taken care of, you can see I have some other junk in my inventory. And let's start some more crafting. So we need to get that biomass facility up and running. So let's take a look at that. The first thing we're going to need is our fermenters. And what fermenters do is they turn water and liquid, water and some sort of biological solid, plus some sort of fertilizer, into biomass. Yay. Biomass. Tasty! Okay, so let's start setting these things up, shall we? Yes, we shall. Now, where am I going to put these guys? Well, let's put them right here for right now. So 1, 2, and 3. And now, all I'm going to do is I'm going to drop a power line not there. And I forgot my wrench. Yeah, that was not where I intended to drop that power line, guys. Oops. So these things do require buildcraft power in the form of MJ. And you can hook pipes up to it. I'm using redstone energy conduits because I already have that system partially up and running. Don't want to go through that portal. If you notice, guys, I've been putting my portals up off the ground. There appear to be some bugs. If you're portaling into an area that's not yet loaded, you might get stuck on the ground. That's actually happened to be a couple times now. Alright, so let me actually trim most of these off here. Let's try this one again, shall we? Yeah. Okay, so we're going to drop the line like that. Have it come out 1, and then it drops. Like that. Okay, that doesn't look half bad, does it? No. Except... no, that is bad. Erg. Arr. And yes, that was backwards. Alright, let's get underneath these things, because that's the most sane way to hook this up. Okay, so now that we're underneath, we just run our redstone energy conduit like that. We could jump up out of there. And we'll just snip that off. Okay. That should be all set. Now what we're going to do back here is put in one of our old friends, Mr. Aqueous Accumulator. Yep, you guys thought we were done with that? Nope. We will use them quite a bit. And if I remember correctly, I should actually have one laying around from my old Steam system, which used to be that wall, by the way. I don't want to go outside. It's nighttime out there. I should really just carry two full buckets of water with me. Okay, so let's hunt down this Aqueous Accumulator. And oh, well that was easy. I was about to say, unfortunately, because I don't have a sorting system or any storage chests set up logically, I won't be able to find it, but I found it in like 2 seconds. Wow, okay. So let's just run downstairs here. Get ourselves a second water source block. Now, this is not the most efficient way to do things, guys. And hook these up. And remember, to get these guys to connect, just take your wrench and give them a nice right click. Except you turned into one of those. So now these things should be filling up with water. And hopefully that will provide enough water to keep these guys full. I'm hoping it does. It may or may not. We'll see. And now all I'm going to do is I'm going to hook these guys up like this. I'm going to go up one. And then I'm going to put the liquid tesseract right on top. Looks kind of silly, I'll admit, but that's okay. Oop, no, I didn't want to do that. Not at all. Okay, and we're just going to put down our liquiducts and give them some good right clicks to set them to output mode. And then we're going to get down under the ground a little bit. And hopefully I am short one stick. I hate it when this happens. But levers on the ceiling. And I will put that last lever in just a minute. So you can see these guys are all full of liquid. And now we're going to need something to act as a fuel source. Now, I could use fertilizer if I had any appetite, but I don't. So what I'm going to use instead is fertilizer. Think I have enough wheat? We'll wait to see my wheat farm outside. Okay, so we just grab these. And, oh, it went into my digger's backpack again, didn't it? Yeah, it did. Okay, so dirt in the middle with 4 wheat all around it. And that gets us some compost. Excuse me. There we go. And now I'm just going to get a couple more stacks of wheat. 3, as a matter of fact. And we're going to run downstairs. Oop, wrong way. And down the stairs we go. And let's throw some of the compost in the bottom slot where it's supposed to go. And the wheat goes in. And would you look at that, we are already getting biomass production. Wow, that wheat burns up fast. But we're going to flip it to 3. Set this to send only. And set the frequency. Nice. And the reason I'm not too worried, guys, about burning up all this wheat, let me show you something. I wasn't able to get on the server for a couple days. As you remember, this is all running on a single server. And I left my wheat farm running outside. And when I came back, this thing was full. So I now have more wheat than I know what to do with, and I thought I got all the seeds. Yeah, actually, let me put the seeds in here just so that we can restart this thing. Yeah, so that was completely full of seeds and wheat. I actually just put all the seeds into the squeezer we set up last episode, and I've been trying to deal with the wheat since then. While I'm up here, I should fix that last lever before I completely forget and wonder why one of my units isn't working properly. You. There we go. Okay, so let's get downstairs, and what I'm going to do is, off camera, I will be throwing some hoppers on there so I can feed wheat in semi-automatically. There we go. I think we already actually ran out of wheat in these machines. Oh wow, barely used up any of that compost. So we won't have to change that up much at all. But in the meantime, I'm going to put in a couple hoppers, and I will be back as soon as I have this set up. Alright. Alright guys, so I've decided what I'm going to do. You know what I'm going to do? Something I don't usually do, actually. I'm gonna go exploring. It's not that I'm bored here, it's just that I will have other things I want to do. So, in that case, let me get some stuff here together. Oh, right. Can I... Hold on for a second while I lag my game client while I'm looking up the recipes for clay. Clay, 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 clay. Hopefully I can actually make this into clay balls without... Okay, insulated coil, blue electric. Okay, so yes, I need to use my minium stone. Minium stone. Get myself some clay. And then some normal glass. Because what I'm going to do is I'm going to make myself a Omnium Sword. Because it's about time I got myself prepared for this journey. So that gets me 16. These things are never bad to have. They're actually a pretty good source of magic, which I like. So now if I check my Thaumonomicon, Thaumium is 8 metal and 4 sorcery. Well, I think I can do that easily, because each one of these is 8 metal. I need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Oops, that'll give me an extra. Now there is some wastage here, but I don't mind too much. And then I got my Thaumium, just by right-clicking on it. Oh, right, we're doing that again. Okay, so we'll put that in there, and then I'm going to run over to my enchanting table. Oh, not the enchanting table yet. Forgetting things. I'm going to get myself a stick, and the Thaumium should have ended up in my miner's backpack. Yes, it did. That gets me a Omnium Sword. I'm going to take this Omnium Sword, put it in my enchanting table, cross my fingers, and hope for something good. Sharpness 5. Not the best, not the worst, but I got rid of most of my levels, so I'm pretty happy. Okay, so weapons, check. Clean inventory, not check. Nope, I want my minium stone. I don't need that. I'm not going to need my Thaumonomicon or my wand for this trip. But I am going to need a way to store things. And for that, get me 8 sticks. And I'm going to show you an item from 1, 2, 3. Huh. I don't have nearly as much string as I actually thought I did, unless I have some of these in my chests. There we go. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to get myself some of these what are called pieces o' canvas. So 8 sticks, some sticks, a stick in the middle surrounded by string, gets me canvas. What I'm going to do with this canvas is I'm going to just turn it into a chest formation. And this gets me a canvas bag. And this canvas bag is about the size of a normal chest, and it's going to be what it will store a lot of my materials. Okay? Okay. Now, we need to do something else here, too. Do I have much IC2 stuff laying about? Let me see here. Because I'm realizing that my battery pack isn't going to do as much as I want it to. In fact, it's really not going to do much at all. Which means that I'm going to have to upgrade it. And to do that... Perfect. I knew I had some rubber around here somewhere. And yeah, I know it's kind of weird in the Let's Play that I'm just going to set off on this journey kind of randomly, but I decided I want to. I've actually never done anything like this with tech mods before. So we have our copper cable. I should have some refined iron in here. And let me get some of this, some of this, and I may not have enough lapis, actually. I'm just realizing that now. And I know I have some of you somewhere. Am I really going to have to go to the Nether for this? Nope, there we go. Okay, let me just make sure I don't have any lapis hiding. Oh, there we go. Plenty of lapis. Okay. So what we're going to do, I'm going to get ourselves our copper cables, our refined iron, and our redstone. Take an electronic circuit with some redstone, some glowstone, and some lapis. And this gets us an advanced circuit. Nice. Now we're going to need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We're going to need 6 blocks of lapis lazuli. Alright. Now, we're going to take our backpack off, and we're going to put the 6 lapis lazuli blocks around the side, an advanced circuit on the top, and a backpack in the middle. Gets us a lap pack capable of storing a whopping 300,000 units of EU. Not too shabby, so let's get that charged up, shall we? So, a bit of explanation on this. I need some ice for a couple things, some snow at least. And I decided, you know, what better time to go on a massive, stupid adventure throughout the world than now. And it also gives me a little bit of something to work for. You know, just a little bit of a goal, something... Oh, for heaven's sakes, get back here. Something for me to do, basically. Oh, well that puts a crimp in my plans now, doesn't it? Dear Minecraft, and Industrial Craft especially, sometimes you're remarkably stupid. So we're going to have to do a little bit more of infrastructure work, so let me get that set up, and I'll be right back. Alright guys, so I'd forgotten that I needed to charge my lap pack in what's called an MFE, which is a higher tier version of energy storage. And to start with that, we're going to need 4 energy crystals, and all those are just 4 diamonds, surrounded by redstone. And that gets us 4 of these energy crystals. Let me put our energy crystals in. Notice that these things don't stack, and they're basically higher tier batteries. Each one stores 100,000, so about a third of my lap pack. Nice. Put our machine block in, and some of that golden cable. We get an MFE. But remember, guys, IC2 machines have voltage requirements. And if we try and hook this MFE directly in, it will blow everything up. So instead, we're going to take some wood in the corners. Top and bottom center is copper cable, and some copper ingots along here. And that gets us an LV transformer. Now this thing's pretty cool. Basically what it does is it transforms IC2, it transforms voltage into low voltage. So the high voltage, the medium voltage that'll be coming out of this MFE is going to be transformed down into low voltage for our machines. And let me figure out what the heck I'm doing here. Namely, where my IC2 wrench decided to disappear to. There we go. Alright, so let me just run over here. Now, I really wish there was a way to upgrade your machines in this, so that, you know, you don't waste... Because then I'm going to have just this battery box sitting around, and I won't really know what to do with it, so... Okie dokie. So, what we're going to do first is we are going to wrench off that, and everyone's going to yell at me for wasting power, but I don't really care right now. I'm going to throw my LV transformer right there. And high voltage goes into those 3 dots. So now if I put my MFE down, and remember, shift-click the bottom to change the orientation, we should be all set. Now these geothermals are going to run pretty constantly to try and keep this thing charged, which is fine. And I'm going to throw my lap pack in there, and it's going to quickly drain. Notice that this will output 128 EU per tick. So that is medium voltage. Remember that. And then 512 is the high voltage line. So for right now, I'm going to go clean out my inventory of all the junk I managed to accumulate after cleaning out my inventory. And let's try and put everything back where it's roughly supposed to go. By which I mean scattered across all of creation, because this is me without a sorting system. Okay, there we go. That's a little bit more sorted now. Now I'm going to want this generator, because I'm going to want to be able to produce power in the field. Okay, so the generator goes in there. That goes somewhere. This goes up here. Okay, I have a steel helmet. I forgot I even gotten that, so my leather helmet can go away. Let's put that in the bag. Bag of supplies. I got a steel pickaxe, just in case I run out of durability or charge on anything. I got some more raw beef. I'm going to get that cooked up. What else might I need? I don't need any of the gems or the shards or any of this stuff. I don't need any of this. Okay. Anything in here I need? I'll need a bow. I've got a couple arrows here. From here? I don't think so. I can make most of this stuff in the field that I might need. Oh, I have some more leather, so I can round out my armor pack. My armor here. Because I still need some pants. And that should do me well. Anything else I need? I'll have some food to get me started. I'll have about 20-some torches. You know, let me grab these ladders, just in case. Anything in here I'll need? No, no. Let me just grab the last of these sticks that I have laying about in random places. 2 of them, to be precise. That's not that many, but okay. And let me put this stuff in here to get some sulfur torches. And what do I have in here? Anything? Okay. No, but you know what I will want to make? I just realized it, guys. Let's make something else from IC2. Alright? Alright. So we got ourselves some... Let's get ourselves 3 more copper. And that rubber's around here somewhere. 4 tin. 2 redstone. These cables won't hurt. And I forgot the rubber again. I think my girlfriend was just giving me the, "Are you even listening to yourself talking?" look. You know, the number of dirty things you're saying in the last 5 seconds, dear.
laugh while you're recording.
I don't think she understands that half the time it's intentional.
No, you told me that, but still you missed some of the better ones.
Oop. Because I'm throwing my iron around. That one, for example, was entirely intentional, guys. You should have heard me when I first started playing these mods, and I was talking about the pump moving into the perfectly sized hole. I thought she was going to stab me. Uh, if you guys have never seen a Buildcraft mining well in action, or a Buildcraft pump, you really don't understand what the hell I'm talking about. So now that I got my circuit and my battery, I believe it's circuit, or battery, circuit, and then refined iron. And that gets us a chainsaw. Ring-a-ging-ging-ging-ging-ging. Sorry, I kind of couldn't resist that one. Alright, let's get that put away. Now let's open this up, put that in there. Let me see if there are any other recipes. Yeah, no, not really. Just flint, stick, feather. Alright, well, we can manage that when we're out in the field. Right, guys? Right. And I want to get one more bucket while I'm in here. A bucket. Anyone? A bucket? I know I had one. I really know I had one of these. No. They're both in my inventory because I'm a derp. So what we're going to do is we're going to keep one of these on our hotbar. And we're going to put one of them into our bag. Because after all, as you guys probably all know, you can never really run out of, well, infinite water sources are oh so very handy. So we got our furnace here. Let's throw the beef in. Remember, always cook food in a powered furnace. It's much more, what is the name of it? Efficient than using it in like an IC2 furnace or an actual stone furnace. So let me just open my digger's bag. Let me clear this out of miscellaneous junk I may have on me. And the reason I want this chainsaw is because I can recharge stuff, even if I'm recharging it inside of a... Are you done yet? No, your power is still going somewhere. I don't know where it's going. Oh, I know what's happening here. Hold on, guys. Let me do this the bad way. You happier now? Yep. Okay. These machines here, they basically will draw power infinitely without any care as to whether they actually have a recipe or not. So I have to shut that down. Oh wow, that's a fair amount of biomass already. Look at that. Wow. Nice. Sweet. Okay. These things are still running along quite happily, and however my lap pack is fully charged. So let's charge up the old chainsaw. And get that all taken care of. Now there's one more item I want to craft before we get started with this grand adventure, alright? They are called long fall boots, and they're from Portal Gun, and they prevent you from falling, basically, or taking damage when you fall. And each one is 2 diamonds, some iron, and some obsidian. But I have enough diamonds right now. I think I can afford 4 diamonds. Which is about what a set of diamond boots would actually cost anyway, so, you know. Okay. And then I have... I know I have obsidian around here somewhere. Aha. 2 of you. And some iron. Okay, and all you have to do to craft these things... Put that away. Is you get out your tablet, you put these 2 things in here, 2 obsidian on the top, and we craft ourselves a long fall boot. You have to make 2 of these because once you have them crafted, what is there a recipe problem maybe? Apparently there's a recipe issue. That's probably a config issue. So that's not going to work right now, apparently. Which is unfortunate, because I was really looking forward to having those, but... Okay, so... With this last bit of food, we should be all set and ready to journey out into the great unknown. And you know what? I've decided I'm going to do this on camera for you guys. Because I want to. Because it's fun. So instead of making long fall boots, we're just going to make ourselves some iron boots. Because why not? Iron boots go here. We are fully equipped, ladies and gentlemen. Get ourselves a stack of cobble to start off. Get rid of these quartz crystals from Psycraft. And ladies and gentlemen, we're off.